G'day guys and welcome back to Ego's Antics. I hope you're well. I'm back with round 13. Look, let's just talk about the Geelong and West Coast game from last week. Eagles played bloody well, right? They were, they were pretty good for 3 quarters. Harley Reid did the thing where he does that one thing a game and everyone thinks he's great. Oscar Allen played like he isn't going to leave. They were good for 3 quarters until Jezza decided he wanted to try for 10 minutes and kick 4 goals. They were pretty good. Geelong won like I thought they would. But yeah, I was a touch nervous for a minute there. Great game. Good for me. I think we did terribly in the tipping again, which is, it's come to be the norm this season, unfortunately, but I'm still here giving you the videos, so it's something, isn't it? Let's move on. Round 13. Geez, this season's gone pretty quick, hasn't it? We're already nearly halfway. No, we're over halfway. What am I talking about? Thursday night, we're going straight into it. Western Bulldogs versus Hawthorn. You know how I said last week that I'm sure it's just a couple of bad games for Hawthorn and they'll bounce back? They haven't bounced back. They're quite ordinary, really, aren't they? And the Dogs are bloody good. They nearly beat Geelong in Geelong a couple of weeks ago, and they will, if the last few weeks are anything to go by, they will pump the Hawks. So I will go with the Dogs by 5 goals, I think. Then Friday night we've got a belter. We've got Adelaide and Brisbane, and Adelaide just... Poor old Sydney, because Adelaide did whatever they wanted. Brisbane won too, but Essendon had no players, and they gave them a bit of a scare. So I think Adelaide will get over the top of them. My eyes still not great, but that's okay. Yes, Adelaide will get over Brisbane by probably a couple of goals, 2 or 3 goals. Richmond and then Sydney. Richmond and Sydney. Look, if Sydney play like they did last week, half the Richmond team would be enough to beat them. And Richmond played bloody well against GWS until the last quarter. I think Richmond might win, if I'm being honest. And I'm going to tip them. Richmond will beat Sydney. Then Geelong and Gold Coast. In Geelong, I am tipping the Cats, obviously. Gold Coast haven't won there before, I don't think. And I don't see why they would start. They've played well this season, but Freo rolled them last week. And danger could be back for the Cats, which is a good thing or a bad thing, depending how you look at it, because maybe Jeremy won't kick his bag this week, but that's okay. They'll learn to share, and the Cats will beat the Suns. GWS Port Adelaide. GWS will win that game. They're going to be, inspired by Callum Ward after his injury. Did his ACL, looks like his career's done. That's a bit sad, isn't it? But that last quarter, they really stormed back against Richmond, and I think they'll keep it going, and they will beat Port at home. North and West Coast. This is going to be a fun one. It's in Bunbury. So don't ask me anything about the form, because no one knows how to play in Bunbury. If West Coast play like they did last week, they'll go close. But North have been playing all right lately too. I have North circled on my little sheet of paper, but fine. Look, mark it on your calendars, put it in your diary as this was the round that I tipped the Eagles. I'm tipping the Eagles. Don't let me down. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm tipping the Eagles. Carlton will play Essendon and win. Will they? They're both pretty crap, and Essendon played very well last week. Carlton have had a week off. Let's say Carlton. Carlton will win that game. And then it's the King's birthday. And they're doing Melbourne, Collingwood, and I always tend to tip against Collingwood this year, and then they go and win and win and win and win and win and win and win. So I'm going to tip them this week. I'm going to tip them this week, and they're going to win. They're going to be bloody hard to beat this year. They're quite... Jamie Elliott is an incredible player. That's all I want to say about that, because I don't really like the rest of them. But anyway, round 13, there you go. There you have it. Western Bulldogs will beat Hawthorn by 5 goals. Adelaide will beat Brisbane. Richmond will beat Sydney. Geelong will beat the Suns. GWS will beat Port. West Coast will beat North Melbourne. Carlton will beat Essendon, and Collingwood will beat Melbourne. Just the 2 buys. It's Freo and who else is missing? St Kilda. There you go. Round 13. Lock it in. Enjoy it. Have a nice... Oh, it's not a long weekend for us, is it? No, we just had ours. Yeah. Have a nice weekend anyway. I'll be back next week with round 14. Stay safe, stay well. Get in the comments if you want to. Say hi. I'm here with my dodgy eyeball. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.